C.Bott in our second of the women's singles matches. China's record in this Uber Cup is just so impressive. 14 Uber Cup appearances, 11 wins, 3 times runners-up. Carola Bott, hoping to, if she can live up to what's gone on before. It's going to be difficult for her in some respect. Inspired in some case, but also a lot to live up to now, because both Corinne Schnauzer and then the doubles pair there have very much exceeded those expectations.
Yeah, the teammates have come off the court with good experiences, and of course you hope that you can get one yourself.
Well, such an abundance of talent, of course, in this China team. We've already seen the world number 1. Now we've got the world number 2 in Wang Xin. Carola Bott, world number 100 exactly. This week she's already played a couple of matches, won a tight match against Renuka Viren of Australia and lost to Bae Yoon-ju of Korea 21-10, 21-10. Wang Xin under pressure to deliver, really, isn't she? We've said that about all the Chinese girls this week, especially the singles player, but she's the elder statesman, if you like, and she, well, she's had a bit of a struggle. She ended 2011 really well, had a really good autumn, but as you can see, 9-5 the win-loss ratio so far this year.
I haven't checked it, Richard, but probably a lot of these 5 losses are against fellow Chinese players. But that's also very important.
Well, she lost to Juliana Schenk at the German Open Grand Prix Gold, so she's already lost to a German this year. She's been in one final this year, that was in January in Korea. But she hasn't won a title since the Hong Kong Open in the autumn of last year. But, such high standards, of course, within the Chinese team. And when you fail to start hitting those heights again, I'm saying she could be in a vulnerable position as well. Sometimes competition for places, you know, it pushes you on and spurs you on, and sometimes it can have a very different effect as well.
Yeah, it could bring a lot of nervousness into games where you really need to be confident, and the selection for the Olympics should be done here by the end of May, I think, but you actually have all the way until the draw is made on I think the 23rd of July to make replacements. So that means that if one of the Chinese players should be injured, one of the selected 3 players, then the 4th player can replace that injured player, as long as the draw hasn't been made. When the draw is made, there are no further replacements.
Elaine Kong of the United States is the umpire, and we're ready for this 3rd match in this quarter-final of the Uber Cup. Germany done so well so far. They pushed China. Can Carola Bott keep that kind of level up against Wang Xin here? being described as the Anna Kournikova of badminton. And she has got a win under her belt. She won last year in Slovenia. In fact, she nearly defended her title earlier this month. She reached the final of the Slovenia International. And she's taken an early lead here. Also part of the bronze medal winning team in 2008 of this Uva C.Bott. She's settled well, hasn't she?
Yeah. Wang Xin, a left-hander. There's not that many left-handers in the top 10 in the world. I think actually she's the only one.
Service over. 4-3.
Another's had a kind of up and down time of things, Wang Xin. She's only really been playing on the international circuit the last 3 years or so. She was first called up, got an injury, and told to go back and play for a provincial side. Had to go back to the provinces, and she returned, and she ended up beating everyone in the squad in training. So back she came, and silver medal at the Asian Games, silver medal at the World Championships a couple of years ago. As I say, had a really good time of things after the World Championships last year.
She was really satisfied with that shot, Carola, but
not that one though.
Service over. 6-4.
She's trying to get onto the attack, isn't she?
yeah, and the idea was brilliant, but the execution wasn't living up to the idea. Seems to me that she's trying the right thing, the German girl, trying to take control of the rallies, trying to put pressure on Wang Xin. Wang Xin's got excellent technique, quite fast on her feet as well. Great shot there.
As I said, no expectations really for her in this match. Again, 98 places between them in the world rankings. Play completely different tournaments all year long. Nothing really that you'd expect her to do anything other than losing straight games, and comfortably as well, Carola Bott here. But I just think, given what's gone on before, yes, you can take some inspiration from it, but maybe just takes a little bit more into this game for her to do well.
Both players playing at a quite good pace now, and
9.
I think it's that Carola C.Bott is playing also in a little bit higher pace than she's used to, and that's the advantage playing players that are normally better than yourself, that it helps you increase your pace, and that's why it's so important for the countries to have some strong players so that their younger ones can spar against them, and then hopefully.
That was pretty good judgment by Wang though, wasn't it?
It was.
Nearly made it look silly. But yeah, no, Bott, look at that return there. That was excellent.
She's got her problems in the defense, Carola, but trying her best to survive, but the shot quality in her defense is not as good as in her offense, and
probably why she wants to get onto the front foot as quick as she can.
Exactly. I think the male coach here is, if I recall it right, Dongfeng. I believe he's the head singles coach for both the men's and the women's team.
I mean, be hard. I mean, I know sentiment doesn't come into it, but you'd think she would be going to the Olympics, wouldn't you? I mean, she's 26. You know, that's.
I'm pretty sure that she'll be going. I have a strong feeling that Wang is not going to the Olympics.
Hope she can't hear you.
12-6.
Well, the gap's pretty wide. 7 points between them now. Struggling to take points here.
Service over. 7-13. Service over. 14-7.
Really stretching her, isn't she? Wang Xin here, brilliant.
And 4 or 5 really high quality shots from Wang Xin does the job. Carola trying to recover every time, but doesn't really have a chance to. Get out of the iron grip. Great shot.
Yeah, and we're seeing a very focused Chinese display here for the first time this afternoon.
And she's very good at these shots, Wang Xin. It's very hard to put pressure on her with attacking clears. She's so good at breaking off. By that I mean
17-7.
directing the shuttles at the front court.
Carola.
Trying to force it now, isn't she, Bott? She is being given a bit of a lesson right now.
A little bit too big of a swing there. Doesn't really have the time to swing the arm and the racket the way she tries to do it. Must be able to execute her strokes with a shorter movement.
Game point.
Yeah.
7.
Game point it is. In just 12 minutes. And 8 points in a row to conclude the opening game, 21-7.
First game won by China, 21-7.
Now that was comprehensive.
That was more like what we'd expected. But still credit to Germany for putting up an excellent fight.
It sounds like we're being, we come across condescending in some respect because, well done, but really they have performed so well. I mean, to reiterate, they've got 4 of their top players missing, and everyone, even Carola Bott here, she's not exactly played badly, has she? I mean, she's just the world number 2's played like the world number 2.
Yeah, exactly. Where here at Jakob Høj wants to play it downwards, and that's a good plan. The Chinese coach wants her to play some fast drop shots, and that's probably to avoid her being exposed to more and more pressure from the excellent clears from Wang Xishan. No, it's not Wang Xishan, it's Wang Xin.
Court 1,
That's
20
the one.
seconds. Court 1,
3 Wangs.
20 seconds.
Yeah, and they even got a 4th one who won the world title in 2010, I believe, in Paris. Wang Lin suffered a bad injury shortly after, and has been struggling to come back to the same level from back then.
Can Wang Xin here just sew it all up for China and book their place in the semi-final of this BWF Uber Cup 2012.
played.
1 love.
Carola Butt was actually doing exactly what the coaches wanted her to in this rally.
Service over. 1 all.
What a great rally.
What great effort as well from Carola Bott there. She's okay, but I mean, she was, well, I say she's okay, I think she has hurt herself a little bit there. She was stretching every little part of her body to try and desperately get the shuttle back. There was no holding back at all, was there?
And she was playing well, but every time, every single time, her shots to the back of the court is a little bit imprecise. Wang Xin overtakes the initiative. That's a great shot.
3 1.
And it's so difficult because you have to cover the straight smash down the line.
Yeah, the court must be feeling very big at the moment to Carola Bott. A little bit exposed, isn't she? Too much ground to cover. And Wang Xin's won 12 of the last 13 points.
Wang Xin, she's got that great technique. She's quite fast. Probably Wang Xishan is faster, but hasn't got the same technical ability.
Service over. 2 4. Service over. 5 2. Six 2. Service over.
Put it wide,
3
Wang Xin.
6.
I don't think Carola Butt will get the same amount of points as First Ladies singles, or let alone the First Ladies doubles, but I think she's done equally well.
Service over. 7
Compared to
3.
what could be expected of German players in this match.
Just out, unfortunately, Bott's perspective.
3.
Denmark or Thailand, isn't it, who China will meet next?
9
How much of a
3.
scare do you think either of those nations could give China?
not much, I'm afraid. Will be a totally different preparation for that match from the Chinese side, and it will be really difficult, no matter if it's Thailand or Denmark.
Well, the interval comes up pretty quickly, doesn't it? Just 5 nations have won this Yuba Cup. Of course, China, 12 years of dominance. Of course, it's held every 2 years until 2010 against Korea. They want the cup back. Well, despite giving a bit of a fright here this afternoon, they're on their way, it would seem, to the semi-final. Wang here looking to complete what's been a very impressive job.
12-3.
On a little run of 6 points in a row here.
Play. 13-3.
Everything just dropping the right side of the line for Wang, just the wrong side of the line for Carola. It goes that way sometimes. I mean, that just caught the edge of the line. And the point before just missed the edge of the line when Bott was playing it.
15-3.
Well, a well-played point by Bott. It's It's been a little while in coming.
4-15. 5-15.
She's gaining a little bit more respectability to the score now.
Service over. 16-5.
Expected 3-0 win for China on its way, but in a totally different manner than we've expected.
And do you know what? Good. I mean, it's been, more competitive than I thought. And obviously all credit to Germany's players for that. And it's good for badminton that has been the case in some way. It would have been interesting to see a full-strength Germany team out there this afternoon and what they could achieve. I mean, again, take nothing away from the players who've gone out there and done the business and done it pretty well, but really nice to see the likes of Schenk and a few others to see how far they could have gone.
Again, it would be a different match, but the way Wang played today, I would have given Schenk perhaps 40% chance of beating her. Good attack from Carola, but
Service over. 6-17.
wide.
7-17. Carola, same shuttle. Same shuttle. Same shuttle, please.
Well, didn't want to change the shuttle, but umpire's decision is final.
When the umpire says it the first time, I mean, there's no point in arguing. I've never seen an umpire change a decision.
Service over. 18-7. Seven.
So China 2 points away from a place in the semis. Match point.
20. Match point. 7.
This for an unassailable 3-0 lead. Excellent play from Wang. 21-7, 21-7, and China are a little closer to trying to regain this BWF Yuba Cup. They are in the semi-finals. But they were given a little bit of a fright here this afternoon in places. Carola Bott swept aside here by Wang Xin, but in the previous two matchups it was a lot closer. Good final point as well, wasn't it? Lovely disguise. Very tight at the moment in the other quarter-final on court in the Uber Cup between Thailand and Denmark. Slight edge at the moment really with Thailand. You have to say right now favourites maybe to meet China in the...
Seems that Thailand is going up 2-1. Subsiray leading 12-6 in the third game against Line Kjærsfeldt. The two latest doubles are still to be played, sorry. And Denmark is the clear favorite in the first ladies doubles, so everything will be decided, it seems, in the second ladies doubles going on next on court 3.
Well, the stats from this match, well, quite clearly in favour, as you'd expect of Wang Xin, given the fact that she won that 21-7, 21-7. So confirmation then that China are into the last four with a 3-0 victory over Germany. Wang Yihan pushed all the way by Cohen Schnauzer. Then Wu and Wang, the world #1 pair, saw that Nathan had to take a game off them. Quite unbelievable that before Wang Xin saw China home with a comprehensive victory over Carola Bott, which means we won't be seeing either the second of the women's doubles match or the final women's singles game either. So there you go, confirmation that China will play either Thailand or Denmark. Tonight on court, Chinese Taipei and Korea and Indonesia and Japan, they're fighting out for a place in the semi-finals as well. And well, hopes, I think from a neutral perspective, that maybe we'll see a rematch of a China-Korea final, but it doesn't always work out that way. Things didn't go according to plan necessarily for China here in this quarter-final either. Scoreline did, 3-0, but boy were they made to fight by a very efficient and talented second-string Germany side. Schnauzer, she certainly led the way, and then this women's doubles scratch pair, well, they shocked us all by taking a game off the women's world #1 doubles pairing. So China through. Tonight we'll be seeing if their men can make it through to the semi-finals as well in their clash against Malaysia. But from Steed and myself, Richard Kaufman, we bid you farewell until then.